I said green M&Ms.
We're live.
Oh, we did it.
Check it out. Look at us.
Nailed it.
Let's go.
Skittles are better.
Skittles are better. You gonna hit him with the what up, or what? You gonna do him like this? We're behind the scenes right now. Or are we officially streaming, or what's the deal here?
I was managing my OnlyFans account. Hey, what up? What up? What up, world? It's official, man. We kicked Frank out tonight. We say, you know what? We're just not feeling your vibe. You know, we didn't like the cut of his jib, so we just told him like, sit this one out, my man.
We'll hold it down.
Hey,
I'm glad to be back.
It's already going down. These people are okay. We all know what time it is. I finally got in a draft. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, man. I haven't drafted a 1 QB in months, so everybody's here to see me get tore up. And,
there it is.
I spent all day writing notes. Hey, I almost did the first F. I gotta keep my tally.
That's a half a point.
Okay. That's edited, man. That's edited.
There it is.
Good. Kids, we're sorry.
It's already happening. We got Craig in here saying I'm ready to get torn down. We're hitting up the chat. Yeah. We got people in here already, man. It's like they're
Craig,
already
you're good.
Yeah, so we got everybody. There we go. Dumb boy saying Skittles are better, Dustin. So look at that, man. We love the support, guys. Really appreciate it. This is awesome, man. We're going live. We're doing live grades. Like, I don't know, man. People get to defend their grades live. I kind of like, just being able to sit here and just give our grades and not have to take any flack for it until after. So this
need you guys to have my back, man. Deshaun didn't get drafted, man.
That's crazy. No, I think he did.
Oh,
he went in this draft. Yeah, he went. He went on. I can't wait to talk about that team.
By Mr. Pickle.
Yeah. So we'll see.
We'll talk about it. Hey, we'll get there.
So I think we're caught up with the chats now. We're good. Shout out to everybody in here.
Just do it. All right. Let's jump right into it. Hey, we don't got time to waste. We already hit the intro.
Yeah, no even intro. Let's get into this. It is.
Things are flying, boys.
Let's do it.
Let's go into it. We got the author. All right.
Switch it up.
Is it Illustrator? Can I say Illustrator?
Something.
It's totally not an Illustrator. A writer? Mike. He's here.
Oh, yeah.
Mike, we're not allowed to give your nickname out yet, but here's Opie's draft. Coming off on the number 1, Her 23. Gotta be a Jordan fan. Is anybody surprised it's McCaffrey off the board first? He's got a lot of faith in Swift. I mean, there wasn't too many options after that, but I don't know about everybody else. I'm growing up F-long tracker. Yes, we need that. Hey, distracted by the chats, we definitely need that.
That's gonna happen.
Man, what are you thinking? What are we thinking here?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Mike. Yeah, exactly. And of course, we got to get the plug in there since we don't have our sponsors or anything yet. So we're gonna plug ourselves. We got GetRightFF.com. Don't forget, we got our rankings up there. So check them out. We're gonna keep them updated here as we go. I just did mine, I think, last week, so they're pretty up to date, kind of where I'm feeling now. And as you guys know, it's changing all the time. And check out the articles that Mike's going to be writing up there. We got Mike and Andrew now contributing to the show. It happens, man. There's a mute button. You could hit that. It's all good.
I don't even know how to mute
I like it, man. We got to do it.
It's live. My neighbors are lighting off fireworks. It's going crazy right now.
It's about that time, man. It's 4th of July, baby. Let's go. So anyway, without any further ado, We got my boy Mike in here. I came in with a B. How I'm liking his team. Basically, when you come in and get McCaffrey like that, obviously you're going to have an advantage over everybody. I like Swift as an okay, RB2. You're kind of hearing some rumblings here. He's not going to have that role that we all kind of thought about a month ago. I kind of would have went with a different wide receiver too there instead of DJ Moore, based on the wide receivers that were still out there. Give me some CeeDee Lamb, give me some, Godwin, give me some Jamar Chase right there instead of DJ Moore. I'm just kind of liking that a little more, especially when you already have McCaffrey. I don't like really doubling up that way. I love Robinson, as you guys know. Get some other kind of fodder down here. I like the Harris pick. I love Matt Ryan very late like this in a 1 QB. And then he gets his tight ends with the last 2 picks. I'm good with that. So overall, I give it a B. Again, just because of that kind of receiver 2 situation there.
Hey, I can't argue with it. One thing I really liked about his team, there's a lot, right? And he's kind of getting into all this stuff too. He does a lot of leaks for sure. Cortland Sutton, James Robinson. I love those 2 picks.
I know you
DJ
like those.
Moore, we think's going to eat. So Cortland Sutton, he's one of the guys I've kind of been looking into more detail on a lot of these guys because, as you guys will see, I got sniped a lot. So I have some people that I'm a little higher on. I'm waiting on certain people. I'm jumping for certain people now because I like the consistency. One thing I'll say about Cortland Sutton, I know I always talk highly of him. His last year in 2019 when he came on, 72 receptions, 1,112 yards, 6 touchdowns. Like, hey, and he's back.
Mm-hmm.
He's back, so he's definitely going to come back to be the wide receiver 1.
Yeah, and he has Teddy Bridgewater thrown to him. So I don't think Teddy Bridgewater is that bad of an option. I mean, obviously it's not, he's not a top 5 option or even probably top, 15 at that. But he's serviceable. He should be able to get, pretty good, fantasy numbers. So, I'm pretty much, okay with that. So I like him, man. It's not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and, I think you're having a little technical issue there. That's what happens when we go live. Guys, you guys want to know how it is behind the scenes? This is what happens, man. Earbuds die, stuff happens. So it's all good. But going on here
didn't die. I was getting yelled at. I was getting yelled at by my lady. I didn't want you guys to hear it.
Oh, okay.
We had a baby wipe emergency right now.
Hey,
it's stuff we go through, guys.
Hey, this is real life, man. This ain't TV.
We're on
this
team
is real
number
life.
1. We might need a couple breaks.
Exactly. We're gonna hit that. We need to get one of those technical issue screens going on here or something like that. We need to invest in that. We're gonna have to hit up our guy. Hey, I know somebody out there in Get Right Land can make us a technical issue overlay.
What's up?
Hit us up, guys. Hit us up.
You see what's going on?
You want to see your stuff here on the show? Hit us up with that. We could use it. Anyway,
we'll call you a sponsor.
Definitely. So what you think about my goats, man? I was just about to get into his team. Unless there's anything you had to say about Mike's team there.
No, I like Mike's team. Mike's an awesome guy. Obviously, he's been working hard for us, so definitely appreciate him coming out. I think he's getting the hang. I think you need a little more. My perspective right now. So I went. I know I get called a homer and all that kind of stuff. I do love the Cowboys. I try to steer away from getting Cowboys unless I feel like they're really a factor. So I took. I went Dak. I went 2 quarterbacks. There's a reason for that is because, one, I got hurt having my quarterback go down last year, and I know a lot of people did because we're not used to taking 2 quarterbacks in this kind of league. So I feel like that's kind of a necessity, and obviously the more we do super flex, you just feel the importance of quarterbacks. So it's weird seeing that some of these guys are going so low, right? Baker Mayfield's going in the 12th, and it's like it's a shock to you, So it's just kind of getting accustomed to all the different drafts that we're in and stuff like that. So I definitely think for me, like as far as grading, I'm looking if you have that second quarterback. Other reason why too. So if your quarterback's on a bye, yeah, we talk about, hey, we could stream. Why not? That dude is going to be the most points on your team. Why not have a backup there? 1, in case of an injury. 2, in case you do go on a bye week, you have somebody that's top producing. It's just my opinion. And so that's going to lead me right into my goats. I love his team. Obviously, right? You're coming with Dalvin and Carson, just right there, or Chris Carson. Um, then he followed up with Jefferson, Bobby Trees. Like you're stacked, and you still picked up Joe Burrow late in the 7th round. You're killing it right there. So I definitely would like to see another quarterback, and I hate to be that way, like harp on you because of that. I'm not necessarily like you and Frank. I like to see tight ends a little earlier. I kept getting robbed every time I was going for him, so I waited a little later than what I wanted to. But other than that, it's just really nitpicking. Like that's a solid team. Robbie Anderson is going to be a sleeper that a lot of people aren't talking about. And then he just went all the way through, like to his last pick, getting Alexander Madison. Like, hey, you couldn't ask for much more than what he did on this. You just need a few things to pan out. And with this whole draft, with everybody's team, like it could go in any direction. We're just going to try to give you the safety valves getting into these drafts. You're seeing what other people are doing. So it's going to help tailor you and what you want to do, what you need to do, that sort of thing. So I think he's definitely in the right direction. Always a tough drafter. I like it. I like it. I put him up there in the top of the league. I do have somebody in my head. I don't even like him right now, but he's definitely my best draft. And I'm up there. I'm up there. We'll get there. We'll get there. McGoats, you had a good draft. I don't know
There
any
you
other
go.
way to say it. You did all
There it
right.
is. Yeah, and I'm right there with you, man. I gave him a B plus for that. Again, just nitpicking. I'd probably take again just CD there instead of Bobby Trees. But again, I love Bobby Trees, so I'm not hating it at all. When you're looking at it in a vacuum, obviously when you have hindsight 2020, you can kind of see how picks laid out. It's easier for us to sit back here and be like, oh yeah, I would have grabbed him at that point. But again, that's why you said this is why we do it. So you're comfortable, no matter where you're at, no matter what the format is, you're prepared. But again, love that. Love the Javonte Williams pick again with all that, kind of hype coming up there. We'll see
Eh,
where he goes as an RB3. I know you're going to
eh.
stick strong and till death with Gordon there. But again, I don't mind it as an RB3. I think it's a nice little pick. Although I would want something a little more solid, kind of either behind him or before him. Again, which is why it kind of stays out of the A range for me. And just like you said, not having that backup quarterback. Again, it's not make or break in one QB. There's plenty of QBs that you can pick up and kind of stream for a week or two. But if you have that guy go down for the year, that's when you're talking about, your potential championship could be in jeopardy. So again,
Especially with
um,
Big D Joe.
exactly. So again, not bad overall. My goats B plus, my guy.
Hey, not bad, not
Shout
bad.
out to his little league he has going too there with the whole pick your team and draft the rest of
Hey,
the
that
guys. And
sounds fun.
it's pretty
He's
cool, man. We were talking about that earlier, so we'll talk about that a little later. But yeah, for the sake
yeah,
of
no, he's
timing
got
there.
some
But
cool
yeah,
stuff. Hey, that's part of the community that we're all in. We got a lot of people doing a lot of cool stuff, so we always like to spread love. Um, So just stay tuned. We're always shouting out people's shows. If you guys feel like you can contribute something to the show too, we're all ears, guys. Like we're all just trying to grow together. We love talking with everybody. Papa Conk's new show, yeah.
see,
FF
shout it out.
Tycoon. Hey, there it is. So hey,
The
drop the
fantasy
link.
boardroom, man. Yeah, hook us
Hey,
up, man. We're all community here, man. We support each other. So let's get this thing going.
yeah, drop the link. There's no kind of hating going on. We love the support. We watch the show. He's got good stuff going on. He's gonna have new guests. We're gonna collab soon. So if you guys got something going, you got something in the works, you think you can contribute, whatever it is, guys, always feel free to reach out. You guys already know how to get a hold of us. Um, but yeah, moving on. I do have to say, moving on to our third drafter, I had to seek legal counsel. I don't think we're allowed to say your first
Yeah, I
name.
was gonna say we might not be able to say this one here, but shout out to
So
the
we're just
name.
gonna call you Mr. Pickle.
Yeah,
Uh, if you guys can read it,
for
you can
legal
read
reasons.
it. Hey. So Mr. Pickle. I mean, I guess I didn't even give I didn't give a shout out to what's the full name? Get Schmucked.
Yeah, and
I
I
can't ever
figure
read
we
the
can
full
get
thing.
here next. He's next, so we'll get to
All
him.
right,
And
all
he's
right,
in
we'll
here
get to you.
listening, so he's good. He's good.
I want to give credit where credit to. Hey, so
Absolutely.
Mr. Pickle. Hey, my man did his thing. I would like to see a little more running backs early. But overall, like if you're picking up Rodgers there at 10-10 and you got Watson if Watson plays, and then you're getting Kirk
And
Cousins, like,
Cousins, yeah.
hey, I love it, man. I really do. Like you're set for everything. If your first two don't play, you're still sitting on Cousins. That's not a bad deal, and you're getting him in the 13th. Kenyon Drake's a factor. Josh Jacobs, he tends to get injuries. And he did all this like while drafting two tight ends in the top 5. He took
Yeah.
my boy Kyle Pitts. Like, hey, it trips me out, man, when we're just talking about these redraft teams. One quarterback, it's like it's I don't know. It's just a different world. It's almost like everybody's team is stacked. So you just want to have backups in the right position. And I feel like he did that. Like he's almost bye week proof.
Yep.
That's just me. What do you think of
No,
Mr. Pickle?
that's where I'm at too, man. It was kind of weird with this team, man. I mean, when I first saw the just color coding, I was like, oh man, let me break out my D, right away, kind of dust it off. It's been a while. And as I started kind of breaking it down and looking at it, man, it's kind of like a team I don't mind. Um,
Yeah.
I came in here actually and just kind of gave it a B minus just because again we're grading the draft, based on how your team's going to stack up. We don't know what trades you can or can't pull off. But for me, it's my kind of team. It has so many pieces that can be traded off here. Obviously, he is hurting for running back depth there. That, like you said, but he has kind of two guys here who could kind of be serviceable as far as just kind of plugging in for a week or two here. But with the wide receiver talent that he has, combined with one of those tight ends that he could ship off, he could easily get like an RB2 for one of these receivers and one of those tight ends, if not more. If he's willing to trade off Kittle and rely on Pitts, depending on how he plays. So again, there's just kind of so many options, and that's kind of what got me, really thinking about this team and kind of breaking it down. So again, something new that is brought to us, here at Get Right on our Friday night mocks, a 2 tight end early strategy. I thought again, when you think you see it
Hey, I
all,
love it.
you see somebody else coming out with something like that, and you kind of see the type of value that he gets is still able to field a decent team. Obviously, he's playing Russian roulette with those 3 quarterbacks there, but again, he happened to have the 3 guys kind of fall to him that kind of work out. All things considered. So again, it's interestingly enough to me, B minus on that team. I'm sure a lot of the Get Right Nation out there is a little shocked on that one from me.
Hey, I want to say he did his thing. So I'm somebody, if you're throwing me an offer for Pitts before the season even starts with the
Right.
team that I have, I got options for you and I'm taking that. So you
Right.
want to build up your running backs. I usually go a little more running back heavy than this, but I took it easy on everybody.
with
Um
with only 5.
yeah, that's easy for me though.
uh,
Usually I like to have
6 or 7,
7
yeah, and a
plus.
1 QB, yeah, for sure.
And this only the first 13. Yeah, I'm for sure. I still got some guys that I would like to get. Hey,
Definitely.
um,
There it
but
is, man.
if you will, bring in the next one.
Absolutely, man. So here drafted in the 4th spot, our guy he's watching right now, as you can see here, Mr. Craig Schmucker. Met him on Twitter at ff_schmuck. I think that's how you say it,
Yeah,
Schmuck. Correct if we're wrong.
Schmuck.
Uh,
You said it
there,
right.
say
You
it. So
said it
if that's your
right.
real name, man, that's awesome. If it is, I'd definitely be running around with that name. But either way, man, shout out to
Them
him.
boys.
This is basically kind of his draft here. Basically he was the first one to kind of reach out to me as far as a new drafter for this week's Friday night mocks. I had him invite some of his followers. He has over 1,900 followers there on Twitter. So we put it out there. Got a lot of his drafters, the ones that are in this room. A lot of the new ones that you guys are seeing are from his following. And then of course we had to sprinkle in some of our Get Right drafters in there as well, kind of balance it out a bit. So definitely, check him out. He writes for the OT Heroics. So they have a great
My
site there.
God, this
Yeah.
guy
So
got a
man,
resume.
exactly, man. It's like we got to keep spitting and spitting it, man. So definitely go check him out, man. This is what we're about. Just connecting with this community. We want some great drafters. We want some great content. And us here as Get Right, we know we're not going to have all the information. So if we can connect with these people, to bring you guys the content you need to help you win your leagues. That's what we're here to do. We want that information just as much as you guys do. And when we get it, we're going to spit it to you, and we're going to credit, who we get it from. So I hope that was good enough for him there. Definitely with that there. He's showing his appreciation for it there. So definitely
my
we
man's a
appreciate it, Craig.
Capricorn. Hey, he's a Capricorn. He likes long walks on the beach.
All that kind of stuff, man. So I think
Candlelit
we're
dinners,
good. Right? No, man. So it's like, we set him up to tear him down, right?
His third grade teacher said he wasn't going to mount to anything. Now look at him.
Right?
Hey.
Now look at me. 1900 and counting. But no, man, this is fun stuff, dude. I love connecting with these people, man. Some of the people we're meeting here, being part of the show, again, this is stuff that I never even thought was going to happen, months ago. So to be here now, it's awesome, man. So I'm sure he's waiting for his grade. He's staying up, to watch us live here and support us. So let's break down his team, man.
Hey,
you want me to go first, or you want this one? F-? You gonna hit him like that?
No, I'm just kidding. Hey, with all that being said, one thing I will say, my guy loves these damn receivers. He's got 7 receivers on his team. He got Jonathan Taylor, Kareem leading the running back charge. He got Waller. I felt like I kept getting sniped by these people. I thought I was gonna get tight end really early, and I was just gonna really shove it to Frank, and then nobody gave me anything.
Kelsey went in the first. Yeah, Waller in the third. Yeah, it was
I was gonna take Kelsey in the second, and I was like, everybody's gonna freak out. And he went in the first. Then you got Waller gone early third. I'm like, yeah. So Waller, I'll be honest, like I tried to do research on why not to take Waller. I failed miserably. Like, you got to take that, man. He's getting his 1,000 yards. It's ever since he transitioned to a tight end. Kittle, I mean, the only thing you say about him, he's injured. But, I mean, at this point, for the draft that we talked about, tight ends are damn near gone. So, I again, like everybody's going to say with this team, he's running back. He's going to need a little. But other than that, I mean, he's got talent. He's got so many receivers. Like, you can make moves with this. And I'm not sleeping on Ruggs, too. That was somebody, if he would have came to me right there, he would have been on my team over Aguilar. I was having a party while we were drafting. I had people in my ear. So I was going Ruggs.
Yeah. Excuses. All right, Schmuck, I got you here, man. I got you down here as a B+. My whole thing here, still definitely a good grade. But because I like the Taylor, I like the Diggs, but again, I just bump it down out of an A just because, again, picking in the 1-4 spot to pass up on Henry, Chubb, to go Taylor. I just don't personally have him rated that high in my rankings. Just with Mac, Nyheim Hines, he's behind a great offensive line. I don't think he's going to have that same efficiency in the passing game, that we broke down a couple episodes ago. And so, again, I like big things from him, but when you have a Henry out there, there's no way I could pass up Derrick Henry for Jonathan Taylor. But again, everything else other than that, I'm okay with. Of course, I'd prefer Hunt as an RB3. But again, that's what you get when you take Waller, especially when the, basically 20 running backs went in the first 3 rounds. You kind of have to be okay with that. But again, like you said, he has really good receiver talent that he can, package here and maybe get another RB2, type guy to fill out this type of team. And again, like to see at least one more quarterback on the team, but again, that's not make or break for me. So it stays at a B+.
And we know Ant is such a politician. We need a Frank Tank. He doesn't take it easy on anybody. I definitely think you need to get a little more depth behind all these guys rather than having a 7th receiver, unless you're just going to get in there and make trades and make that happen, which we can't grade your draft based on future trades you might make. But no, I mean, you got a solid team. You got a lot of potential. But moving on.
Yeah. And he just says here, I just don't believe Matt coming off his Achilles has much of an impact. I really normally would have went Barkley, and in an actual draft probably would have. So again, this is why we come mock. We try different things just to see how the teams, stack out, and that's what happens, man. So again, I don't like drafting the same team all the time either. So kind of got to switch it up a bit. So again,
and the best part is
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, hey, one of us got to be right. Who knows? Taylor could be the man next year. We don't know.
Yep. You can
I
finish however you
definitely
want.
don't think, and I know we got a lot of Giants fans in here. I definitely don't think it's going to be Saquon. So, with that being said, I got nothing good to say about Saquon. Yeah.
Benny McNeil. Sorry to start it off that way, my guy. Watch a couple of our past episodes and you'll see he's not a big Saquon guy.
Just diehard Giant. Take that, Jake Kozier. We'll get to you too. I see your Giants logo.
I see he's coming
Mike,
up.
you know, we see
You have a
all
lot
you
of guys he
whatever.
likes too, so I can't wait to see what he says.
NYG, yeah. We know. Hey, why? Why so many Giants fans? Nah,
I like this team, man.
Go back. I want to say good things. It's names that I personally don't like. So I'm not saying it's a bad team. It's just a lot of names that I'm avoiding. My favorite pick and like really the first one that obviously
Mooney and Bateman.
What is it? Arthur Juan? Damn, I said I was gonna call him that. I said I was gonna call him that forever. I think it's Arthur Juan. So if you guys don't know, I'm gonna make sure my damn self right now. Yeah, Arthur Juan. So Arthur Juan Brown. It's the first pick that I like. I think Mark Andrews, like, man, somebody gave him some juice and I missed it or something because I like Mark Andrews, but whew, fourth round, like.
But when you kind of look at it, man, so many running backs went early. So normally you're kind of thinking you can get another running back there in that spot, but at the time, man, it's Hunt. Hunt's only available.
Yeah,
You got, I mean, maybe
James
I would have went.
Robinson?
Yeah, I mean, I would have probably went James Robinson myself there, but
you again, watched
I
the
don't hate
Papa Kong show?
Yeah,
you seen what he said? James Robinson's the man to get.
Absolutely. No, I've been big on Robinson all day, dude. Yeah. No, and I'm all over that, dude. I agree with everything you said there.
Yeah. He said he's going to be the Cinderella story. And I wanted RBs for sure. The draft's just going to follow me that way. Yeah,
just catching up on some text.
Yeah, that's a fact. Thanks, all right, hey, we're getting Tora, or I'm getting Tora for talking bad about Barkley. Hey, Barkley's a beast. He's just one of those people to me. He's going to get 1 yard, 2 yards, negative, 1 yard, all that kind of stuff, and then break an 80-yarder. Yeah, he's got that Barry Sanders kind of stuff, and in no way am I comparing him to Barry Sanders. He is elusive, but hey, I don't know, man. You're just that's all you got. I just don't understand the Derrick Henry disrespect, the Chubb disrespect. I gotta see some. So I did the stats last show. If everybody watched, like, solidifying that first damn pick means so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. I just threw away my sheet too. That's the biggest thing. Like, as far as your chances to making it in the championship, in the playoffs and stuff like that, you whiff on your first pick. And then say you get an injury, stuff like, man, you could throw away your whole season. So obviously Saquon's a beast. We all get it. But then you got Saquon and CEH. Like, man, let's see. And then Arthur Juan. Arthur Juan's got Julio over there. I don't know what's going on. It's just a lot of risk. And then you got rookie receiver, like Juju. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah. I like the team. I gave him a B just because I think it's there. It's not an A draft, just because, again, a lot of the question marks you said. But if those chips fall on the other side, it could be a nasty team, to mess with. So I can see the potential in everything he has. I personally like these names he has. Again, Bateman and Mooney to me are two, standout picks where he got. I think Mooney went a little early. Probably could have waited on him, and I just see Bateman just starting to creep up the boards.
Bateman is a physical beast.
And we've been on this for months, though, guys. So that's what sucks is, we've been drafting him. I'm thinking I can get him here with my 12th, 13th pick, man. But by the time we draft, I'm going to have to spend the 8th or 9th if you want him. And that kind of looks like where he's starting to go. So
I like the Bateman and Moore pick. I guess I didn't say anything nice about his team, but that's all you're going to get out of me.
There we go. Not bad. You got a little nice out of him 30 minutes into the show. So not too bad, man.
Frank's not here. We got nobody to tear him up. I just got to
Got to bring some of the Frank into the show. Nice.
Uh,
All right, man. Well, Benny, again, new drafter, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you liked it, man. Hope you had a good time. Come out again, man. Come join us. Love to have you out again, man.
stay with us. Next one, I'll say something nice about your team. I promise. All right, but who
Gotta get
I'm
that
not
first
going
one
to
in
say
there.
anything nice to, Jay Cozier. Your logo. Anybody who's watched the show knows I'm starting at an F. And then I look at your team, and I freaking love it. Hey,
Yeah, I was like, he's gonna go F to D to C to B to
oh man, he
A.
jumped. He jumped. You did lose me with a couple people. I don't like to put my personal preference on everything. But I mean, just minor tweaks. Like you came with Derrick Henry, like that's a steal, man. You give me Derrick Henry at
Yeah,
a
one
6.
six.
Hey,
Yeah,
come back with the D Hop and then Mike Thomas, and then
Thomas.
I
Yeah,
still got Kyler Murray. Like,
and Godwin
forget
after
about it.
that. I mean, come on.
You lost me there. Um,
Wide receiver 3, dude. Come on, dude. He's being drafted. Sometimes people have him as wide receiver 1 or 2 in Superflex.
I agree. I agree. It's just my thing right there. Like,
He's a
man,
giant Julian Edelman. He's a giant Julian
I'm
Edelman. Think about that.
but I'm stressed out at that point. Like I'm looking at running backs and I'm like, man,
Well,
my
yeah,
team is
that's
good, but
yeah,
I
you and me both. Yeah,
once I took Gaskins and it came back around to him, I mean, you got very minimal options, and then you taking Kyler Murray. I get it, third QB off the board. It's just, hey, that was a tough spot, so I get it. I like how he
yeah.
kind of rolled with his punches. I think Mike Davis got potential. Um, I'm not gonna throw Gurley's name out there. He did get drafted too, but like we don't know what's gonna happen. So I think that's a pretty solid pick. A lot of
Yeah, see,
receivers.
Craig agrees, man. His team's stacked, and that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's just that RB2 man is down there. Um, and that's it. I mean, and again, you guys know me. I've been big on Davis, thinking he could be a sneaky RB2. That I would be at,
Yeah.
but of course, I would like him as my RB3 to make sure you're getting that nice value. But again, if you want to take that risk, but for me, this type of team has a trade just locked in on it all day. If I can, bottle like a Godwin with a Connor, um, maybe even throw in Davis and try to get like a Najee, maybe,
What?
from Lord of Fanta over here because he took 3 running backs. Um,
Never.
you might be able to do something like that. So
Hell no.
I like the
Let him
team, man.
know.
I came in here
Let
at
him
a
know, Lord of Fanta.
I came in here as at a I can't wait to get to that. But I came in here at an A minus, man. I like this team. I really like this team.
That makes sense. Hey, I I know this is a football show. Talk about fantasy.
You just hate
Shout
because
out
of the
to
logo.
hey, shout out my man right here. Coming with the Golden State Warriors.
Get out of here
A
with that.
plus. I don't even need to look at your team.
All right,
That
man.
could be
Moving on.
Taysom Hill. That could be Taysom Hill with your first pick, and I'm dropping you A plus.
Man.
Nah. I think we're gonna say the same thing right here for sure. Bro, solid start. Definitely the best wide receiver trio out of the entire league. I mean, he's
Mm-hmm.
right there with Jay Cozier. And you come through with Mahomes. Only way you're gonna lose us, like obviously, is gonna be with the running backs. You got some. I don't want to say depth issues because I really like one person I was gonna talk about too is David Johnson. So, um, let me
That's like his
see.
RB1, unfortunately.
Yeah, he has only last year. Let's see. He was number 15th in per game points. He only had one game under 10 points. He went over 20 in his last 3 starts. So, I mean, he has a potential. We don't know what's going on with Deshaun. I just try to dive a little bit deeper into him. I think that really is a solid, solid pick. He just has that name. A lot of people got let down by him, right? He's kind of got that Le'Veon thing where we were drafting him so high. When he let us down, people just like, yep, I'm never touching him again. He has that stigma. So to pick him up right there is a steal, but he's one of your better running backs.
Yeah, and that's saying something. So I had to just come in with the C plus on that. I'm not doubting any of the rest of the talent on that team. Those top 4 picks, those guys probably alone could potentially almost give almost any full team a run for its money on a good week. Again, obviously with Roger starting and all those other caveats that go with that. But again, it's just those running backs, man. When it comes to fantasy, that's not where I like taking my risk. I'll take my risk at receiver just because there's so many guys that can pop. You can play different matchups and how teams are schemed to still get a decent and good output. Not having those consistent running back, those 20 touches, 15 to 17 touches, and especially, getting those, 4+ catches in a PPR. You want those kind of running backs. And so to pass up on those type of guys, to get a Tyreek Hill that could easily go 3 for 30 in one game, just because that's just how it goes. Now, I'm not saying he's going to do that all the time. Obviously, that's why he's wide receiver 1 overall. But just that position in general has the opportunity for that to kind of happen. So, again, maybe not with Tyreek Hill because they still throw to him when they're, my guy scored 3 touchdowns and 100 yards in the first quarter one time. So it's not like that's, out of the question for them, but that's definitely a
and they
unique
throw to
case.
them when they're up by 40 points.
That's
too,
what I
so
mean. Yeah. So I probably should have used a better example than that. But again, any of those second round, receivers that you're getting there, I mean, I'd rather just get, running backs, especially when you see, 10 running backs go in the first round. I mean, there's just going to be nothing left later.
I am not hating on. Hey, I cannot hate on your first 3 picks.
No, not at all.
I'll
Just
take
have
it right
to
now.
smash some running backs right after that and get lucky with like a Robinson and a.
If he didn't take
Gaskin.
Mahomes right there, he would have been gone the very next pick. So
very nice.
Hey,
he did it. Good job, JPH 4M. Wonder what that stands for.
Break it down. Hey, if you're listening, you're watching, let us know.
Let us know, my guy. Leave us a comment. Want to know what that stands for. And come out and again, another new drafter, man. Appreciate it. Craig, appreciate you, my guy.
Gotta love it. And
it's schmucks.
It's tough for you too. I mean, you're drafting before the greatest drafter probably
Put
ever done
F
it.
on it and let's move on.
Are we doing that? We're just dropping an F on me?
Hey, that's what happens to me when I draft, so it's nice being in this seat. One of the drafts, as you guys know, I'm not even in this draft, so this is one of the first ones I've missed, man. It was kind of interesting.
In my defense, I had a lot going on. I haven't Hey, I got hell excuses.
There's no defense here. These guys don't get to defend themselves, so I'm not going to let you defend yourself. Oh, look at that. He said his name is look at that. This is what I love, man, about being live. You ask something and you get the answer. Look at that. Jonathan Fan. There it is, my guy. Good looking out, Craig. Shout out to his followers, man.
Go Warriors.
Go Warriors, man. Dustin's already a fan. So you already won him over.
Yep. A+.
You already got the A+ draft.
Just it didn't take much.
You guys know how it goes. Anyway, but I'll take the lead here on this jank of a team. Nah, so basically on this team, nah. I mean, you know me, dude. Anytime you're getting, again, taking the logo off the team here, you know me. Whenever I see, 3 running backs in the first 4 picks in a 1 QB league, I like it. You get a bona fide wide receiver 1. In Metcalf, you get, who I have ranked as the number 2 quarterback. Coming into this year with the weapons that he has, there, and with the terrible defense, so they're going to be throwing, all the time there as well. Had to get my shot in there. And then I kind of like what you did here, taking that second quarterback. You kind of get 2 top 6 guys. I think I have Herbert QB6 overall in my rankings right now. So to kind of get that guy, you have him just to kind of play with. Maybe there's a trade that you could work out with, Mr. Pickle. Or Magoat's one of these guys that maybe only took 1 quarterback if something were to happen there, or just for your own safety in case something goes down, since you have that anxiety from Dak going down last year. And look at this. I was just about to get to that, Dim Boys. He said Miles before Monty, man, and that is a little interesting there, because normally you're big on Monty. You hate the Eagles, and so I love it that we got another fellow Cowboys fan calling you out on your NFC East love, I guess, for your division rivals. And but that's where you kind of lose me. Interestingly enough, at Samuel Singletary, to me,
my 3rd pick,
dude, your best picks from basically 7 down to me are Irv Smith and Tyler Higbee. And if I'm saying your tight ends are your best picks in your last half of your draft, then that's a little tough. Those are just guys I'm not personally messing with. Myself, for me, I'd rather take like a Gainwell instead of a Pollard, because you have Sanders already. So now why not handcuff that guy, especially in a PPR if he's going to be taking some of that third down, work. I just don't, like you said, maybe you're distracted. I don't know what's going on. I know you like Singletary, but
Can I
again,
just say?
no
I just
defense.
say,
I
hey,
give
that
you
you
enough
have
minus.
Miles ranked 14th, and then Montgomery ranked 20th. So
No, we're not talking about me. We're talking about I called him out on you. I personally like it. Again, I have him ranked higher. I don't like
you
Montgomery,
think
but I said you were high on Montgomery, so I can't believe you
I
not
don't?
only picked a guy that you normally
His
higher on,
weakness and
you
yeah,
went with a guy on the
everybody
Eagles.
hates my
I can't
Miles pick.
believe it. Look at that.
Hey,
It's terrible. His weakness.
it,
Shouldn't have taken Miles. Look at that.
I
Beat him
know
up, guys. Let's go.
they
Get
are.
right nation.
They
Come in
are.
here and fire on this guy for giving me F minuses every
God,
week.
hey, God,
Let's
it's just not
go.
even know we're watching or just
You know what I'm
jumping in
saying?
on
Look
me.
at, hey, all of a sudden we got
Hey,
like
Luke Camp,
10,000 people watching right now.
Luke Camp's ears are ringing. He just decided to just hop on too. Like, damn, my guys.
Exactly,
Hey,
man. So look at
it was
that.
it was a tough pick, guys, for sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
So Craig says here, you think Hurt's ability to run opens up the lane for Sanders? Or you think it takes away? You think we have a little Lamar, J.K. Dobbins kind of issue going on in that backfield?
I just think anybody I took, like I said, I had my heart set that I was getting Patrick Mahomes right there. I didn't. Clock was running, and I was like, I'm not taking another wide receiver. We're on a minute clock, so I guess I could have done better preparing because anybody that's directly after him, I wasn't huge on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you
Right.
give me a Michael Thomas, I'll even take a Michael Thomas right there. Um, it just the way it all fell to me. I think Sanders has a lot of upside if he plays. He does get hurt a lot. Montgomery, you got Tariq Cohen coming back. He's going to steal a lot of passes out of the backfield. I honestly, in a couple more rounds, I probably would have taken Tariq Cohen.
You got some love for Luke Camp here. Maybe he wants another T-shirt.
Dude, Luke Camp's the only one that knows what he's talking about. Nah, hey, I still feel confident. I don't think that was the pick that I kind of fell off. But I know a lot of people when I took Herbert, they're like, "Hey, it's not super flex, Dustin." I know, guys, but I could see him being a lot better this year. Hey, me too. I mean, I think barring injuries, and I think when I have 3 running backs right there, I got a little room to play with. So, obviously, wish I would have got a 4th running back in there. Hey, I'm still giving me an A plus.
Yeah. See, he says he prefers money there. Just pass on a running back and take Keenan Allen.
But there's so many receivers out there.
Hey,
I get you. Out of
NYG for
Eagles
life.
hate, I get that. Oh, stop it. How do we ban this guy?
Now we're combining names.
No Eagles
It's the
love.
NYG and the Dim
That's
Boys for
true.
life combination there. The get
Hey,
right
that's the
match made in
realest
heaven.
chat that we've ever had right there, and I appreciate that. Hey, the only thing I want to say is I blame Wilson. Wilson threw off my whole damn thing. He been listening to us too much. He knew I wanted Zeke. He knew I wanted Mixon. I thought I was going to get both of them or either one of them in the
On the
second
way
round. I would have
back.
taken Eckler. I would have taken Kelsey. I was just getting sniped. Hey, shit, it wasn't going according to plan, boys. All right. Hey, I try to roll with the punches.
You're at the 8 pick and you're thinking, all right, I could get one of these 8 running backs that are going to come back to me, and they are all gone.
Yes, bro. That is hey, or a Kelsey, and I'm like, damn, like this changes everything.
That's hilarious.
I was writing offers. Hey, I'm selling houses on one screen, drafting on the other, hosting. Like, dude, things are going crazy, man. I was distracted. You guys got
No
lucky.
excuses. No
You
excuses.
got lucky. All right, whatever. Hey,
No
on
Eagles
to
left.
Mr. Sniper.
Wilson 27. What's up,
Get
guy?
out of my head, Mr. Wilson.
I like
Mr.
this team.
Wilson.
I like this team, except for kind of the Mixon pick. You know how I am with Mixon. I don't mind it right there, but
I personally think he has the best team.
I can't argue with that. And he hits the 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. Then you get your RB3 in there. Still get a nice top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, 2
you
tight
get a
ends.
nice
He backed
RB4.
everything up.
Yeah, I don't like Hollywood. I don't like Gallup. I'd take some chances on some lotto tickets there And what I mean by that is, your Batemans, your Randall Moores, take some of those rookie guys, maybe a Waddle, someone like that.
If we're breaking down your 8th or 9th round, like
Yeah, that's what
we
I
did
mean.
pretty damn
You're doing
good, and
pretty
we're just
good.
trying to have
So
a show. If we didn't do that, we wouldn't have a show.
we
Like,
wouldn't
we
have
got
any. We
nothing
got to
else to
talk
talk
about.
about.
Yeah, we got to talk about some of these guys here.
Hey, you got
I don't
Baker in
like
the
the
12th.
three. I don't like the three tight ends. I will say that. So that's kind of what keeps it out of the A range for me as far as a grade goes.
All right, let me ask you
And
this.
yeah,
You get your pick in any way, 13th round. Who you taking? You could have any one of those guys that were drafted. Who you taking?
in this 13th round, who am I taking out of all these guys?
Yeah, just curious.
Um, I mean, again,
They're all on the board. You're 13-1.
Probably more. Rondell Moore, or who Fanta got right there on the 13th. I mean, out of all those guys down there,
I get it with Moore, but I mean,
just because he has
he's
Kyler
number
attached
4
to
at
him.
best, right?
Well, not at best. AJ Green
I mean,
could
he
be
takes
washed
AJ's
up.
spot, yeah.
He could be
But I
washed
mean,
up.
Christian
So,
Kirk, D Hop, I mean, debatable. I get it. Hey, you give me Dynasty, I definitely like him. He's another little beast. Like, sorry, boys, came in late. Just finished work. What grade did I get? Pick me
that was
from the
Ben.
105.
Not
Oh,
too
Ben,
long ago.
hey, you know
Gotta
what
go
I'm
back and
watching,
watch,
Ben?
my guy.
Ben, you know what I'm watching, man. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were logged on. I was a
He
little
was
rough
late.
on you.
He was
I
late.
was
He
a
was
little
late.
rough on you.
Just
I
keep
didn't
watching
like it,
and then go
Benny.
back and watch, it. But I think I gave you a good grade there, Benny. I'll have to go back.
Watch
Let me see.
mine too, man. I got tore up too.
It's okay. We always give Dustin a F minus, but Benny, I had you down as a B, my guy. You had a good team. I love the Bateman and Mooney picks, and
Not me. Not me.
yeah, and I love the lotto tickets that you have. And what I mean by that are those rookies that you're taking late. The Bateman, Moore. Love those picks down there. So
Only
good draft, man.
picks I like for yours.
Come out again. Come out again.
How about just
There it is. Tooney saying Tooney, and then what up, Benny?
Tony?
So Craig's showing the love. Again, these are his drafters, so he's supporting us all in here, so that's cool. Dim Boy said he thought it was a B plus, but it was a B. I think I had him at a B. But look at him remembering everybody's grades. I can see Dim Boy sitting there with the notepad, kind of comparing everything. That's how I picture people are doing us right now.
Yeah,
So,
he's just trying to break
kind of
us
crazy.
down.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
fixed
look, he said.
Saquon, so you got an A plus.
Of course, he would say that.
Hey, mute
Oh
that man.
you can't kick
hey.
him out. He said you can't ban him.
Hey,
And
speaking
then
of F
Benny's saying,
minuses,
"What's up to Schmuck?" There we go, showing that love. Oh,
Wilson
see, and he
27,
said
you definitely
Christian
got an
Kirk.
F minus.
He said, "Give me 6." So give me all that
All right.
Randall Moore all day there.
Okay.
And AJ Green could be washed up, man.
It's
That kid
definitely
could come in and take
Rondell.
over, dude.
It's definitely
What do I
Rondell.
keep saying? I'm just gonna say Moore
Randall.
from now on. Randall.
You can't.
I like putting that stank on it. That's why.
I mean, I guess you're allowed to do that.
Am I? All right, I get the
Yeah,
pass.
it's totally Rondell, but
See, he said he's not that anal. He doesn't have it, but he's all over it. I like it. Hey, I'm not disrespecting the notepad, by the way. That wasn't a diss, because I have my notepad right here. So, for the record.
Oh, that's funny.
Man, and Craig saying we'll have to jump in another one of these, Benny. Absolutely, man. Friday night mocks every Friday, 9:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific. We missed the Pacific draft last weekend. I apologize, but I had family and everything going on here. Needed to make some time there.
He's
But
lying.
I'm coming back with you guys here next Friday, 9:30 Eastern. Ooh, I put some funk on that one too. And 9:30 Pacific. So if you want to get in,
Pacific.
Pacific. If you're
Gotta
not
love
part of
it.
the Get Right channel, then go see. And this is what happens when it's live. Normally, I could just stop, fix that, edit it, and we're good.
Hey, time out. I see all you guys on this, and we have all these people writing. Hit that little thumbs up.
Oh,
and
man.
Really, I wouldn't care. YouTube cares.
Yeah.
So
YouTube
the way they
cares,
do their
man. Help us.
algorithms, like, hey,
hit that thumbs up.
We pay money to do this show. And the only way you can help us is like you make that little thumb below you, you just hit that thing and it turns blue. Appreciate you. 100%. Again,
Definitely.
we don't care. YouTube's watching our watch hours, our likes, our comments. So we appreciate all you guys. Thank you. It worked.
Ooh, smashed it. The thumbs up button's working. No technical difficulties there. Let's go.
I hit it first tonight. Hey, thank you, them boys. Hey, we got another one.
There it
Hey,
is.
we appreciate that, guys, for real. It sounds so stupid, and I hate watching shows like, hey, like and subscribe. That's why we don't do that. But that's just YouTube for you, right? See, we're rocking, bro. Look at that.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm cool with that. All right, let's jump on. So
See?
we talked about Wilson getting an F minus. So that was for sniping me the whole time. And then my boy Lord of Fanta. Let's go. Change his name.
Right?
Hey,
Change the
he was a
name, baby. Let's
Lord of
go.
Fantasy. We kept calling him Lord of Fanta, and now he's Lord of Fanta. He
And
did
there it
something
is.
you like. 3 running backs off the bat.
Can't argue with
Monty,
it.
which everybody loved. Hey, but what do you guys think on Najee? So I get it. 300 carries. He's going to get 300 carries. With what offensive line? They have 1 lineman returning from last year. Like, that's the only thing that gets me, and I love Najee. He's local. He's like a stand-up guy for sure. But, man, it's going to be rough over there. And then you're going to lose Ben. This is probably Ben's last year. He walks away, and then it's a tough spot for him to be in. They're not – and I say that, yes, they went 13-0 and then lost 5 or 6, you know? They caved to corporate pressure.
You caved in. Hey, don't hit the like button. Undo your like.
Nope. Hey, we did.
We will not go in.
Hey, when we had to pay that LLC, I was like, damn. Somebody hit a like.
Somebody hit a like button, right?
Hey, them boys.
I'm not even sure what that means.
It could be the Najee show. Hey, I hope it is, man. I like him as a kid for sure. Like, you know, hey, talented. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I like Najee again just because of the potential there, but like I've said before, the biggest issue is, again, think about who he's playing against. You know, he's playing against some good defenses there. You know, playing against Baltimore, you know, granted they don't get, you know, have to play them twice because they luck out, you know, and get them week 18. So, you know, that helps out. But he's still going up against Cleveland twice, still going up against Baltimore once. You know, Bengals are but again, like you said, with that line, you know, hopefully Ben's arm's a little stronger, so maybe they have to respect those receivers a little more, because again, they do have that talent there to, you know, stretch the defense out a little bit, and maybe that does open up some lanes. But you know, Roethlisberger's pretty mobile now. You know, I don't think he's at that, you know, point anymore where it's like, oh, you need 4 people to, you know, take him down, and he can still throw from any angle and still get the ball out. You know, I think those days are gone. He can still be serviceable if everything, you know, turns out right and the timing's there. So again, we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens. But you know, I'd rather preferably hedge my bets, you know, elsewhere. But again, where he's at, I'd take him there. You know, I'm taking him there over Mixon. I'm taking him over Edwards, Dobbins, Carson, or Swift. So I think he pulled the trigger where he needed to.
That's what I was thinking. I think that's a good spot, hey, to take a risk right there. It is. And if it's a dynasty, obviously it's going to go earlier. I think he's got a good future. It's going to be tough, man. He's in a tough spot.
Them boys, I hate the Steelers. I hate the Steelers. I'm the other way around on that pick, man. I actually prefer Robinson over there. To me, I think McCole Hardman is more the Tyreek Hill replacement. Anytime we've seen Tyreek Hill miss time, that's when, you know, Hardman usually shows out and has, you know, been able to do well when he steps in that role. But you know, whenever Sammy Watkins was out, it was typically Robinson that was filling in that role. I'd have to get some stats up to kind of, you know, see if that's even quite true. But from what I remember, you know, and again, we're not like big time stat guys here, you know what I mean, guys. You know, but from what I remember, it was always James Robinson, the guy, you know, or James Robinson. What's his? Oh my God, I can't remember off the top of my head. But you know, Robinson, what the hell is his name? See, I can't even think it off. I think it's DeMarcus.
We'll give you a second.
Robinson. Yeah, either way. See, again, when we go live, man, it's tough. Normally I could just look that up real quick and cut that in there and make sure we're good. But
somebody help this guy out.
Somebody help us out. I know you got it over there. I think it's DeMarcus Robinson, if I'm not mistaken. But to me, I think that's where, you're going to see. To me, he's one of my sleepers this year to possibly emerge in that Sammy Watkins role.
But you can't call him a sleeper. You're talking about Najee?
No. Robinson over Mecole Hardman, Kansas City receiver.
No. I say you can't call Najee a sleeper. He got drafted in the second round. And everybody's in the chat. Hey, I'm all in. Even guys, hey, I hate the Steelers. Love Najee. Hey, we all feel the same, man. I love Najee. Hey, you guys watch. If you watch our show a year ago, I was talking about Najee's going to be this, he's going to be that. He went to the Steelers, and hey, you lost me there. Like I don't got to worry about. We talk about Miles Sanders. I ain't worried about the Eagles. They got one ring. Anyways, so moving on, Luke Camp. Luke Camp, we didn't even know you were watching. You came in here just to hate on me at the perfect timing. Nah, hey, I'm just kidding. Now it's my turn.
Yeah. We're almost done, guys. We should hit just past that hour mark. So appreciate you guys staying up with us late here, especially if any of you guys are on that East Coast or Central time. So,
hey, I think Luke Camp, he got potential. He obviously switched it up. That's not how he normally drafts. But getting Jalen Hurts, I know I've been seeing a lot of reports. People are really high on him. You got Noah. I mean, he's got a pretty good team. I know you don't like the Josh Jacobs pick. Trey Sermon. I still got to see a little more. I know they say all this stuff about rookies. We haven't seen anything. So they're doing all this stuff right with Trey Sermon, Travis Etienne. Like, oh, he's going to be a focal point. Like, man, I got to see it to believe it, When you're getting into those late rounds and you're grabbing guys like that, that's cool. I don't know. What do you think, Ant?
Yeah, well, and by the way, I don't know if I mentioned or not, but I gave Lord of Fanta an A for that draft. So good looking out, Fanta.
What was my grade again?
F minus all the way. Minus, 2 minuses.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it, man. But no, man, Luke Camp. Again, when I'm seeing 3 running backs in the first 4 picks, I'm liking it. Like I've said before, I'm okay with Jacobs being your RB3, RB4. I'm okay with that, especially when you have Jones and Gibson ahead of him. So there, I don't actually mind it. Again, and I don't have anything against Jacobs. I think he's a good talent. I just think his situation is, kind of in flux right now. Doesn't have the greatest weapons outside, so they can kind of stack the box and really, kind of box him in. And the line's not that great to overpower that. So again, it's going to take some time for that to potentially open up. And, you don't want to start off the year with him as your RB2 putting up, less than 10 points a game, which could possibly happen. I like, I guess I'm coming around on Robinson. I personally don't like him myself as a wide receiver 1. As much as the stats say differently, I just personally, for whatever reason, I like them better in Jacksonville than I do here in Chicago. But we'll see what happens with his connection with Fields. Could be potentially, one of the better quarterbacks he's played with in his career. And we're talking about the guy who's quarterback proof. Right. So I don't know.
But I think
it'll be Fields.
Dalton had AJ all those years. So, I mean, he likes that number 1 receiver. He feeds him. Who knows?
Right. Because
Justin Fields, they're going to wait to see what they do. They're not going to I don't want to say throw away their season by giving it to a rookie, but that's how a lot of these NFL teams look at it. In my opinion, you're not willingly just going to a rookie. You want to season him, teach him a few things, all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be Dalton to start the season. And I like Justin Fields a lot.
Ooh, I'm getting some Allen Robinson.
Hey, you're getting booed.
There we go.
You're getting booed.
And Fields is a bum on top of all of that. Let's go. Some Chicago hate. Throw it against the wall. Let's go. But yeah, man. I mean,
so Ohio State hate.
I know, right? That's crazy. So as far as a grade, let me see what I got here for a grade for Luke Camp. I came in here with a B+, and again, that's just because the running back depth is there.
You're great.
Running back depth is there for me. The quarterbacks I think are fine in 1 QB. He has that potential there. I really don't mind Henderson as an RB5. If Cam does go down. So I'm there to B+, man. I like it.
Yeah, you done gone soft. Hey, welcome to Get Right Fantasy Network. Everybody gets a B or B+.
It's one QB, man. It's hard to like totally mess up on a one QB league. I mean, we're early. There's still a lot of stuff that has to be panned out. So I'm kind of looking more at construction and, again, taking my personal bias out of it. I don't expect everybody to draft like how I do.
Hey, guys, please do the Fields argument in the chat. And I'm obviously just giving you a hard time. Hey, we're gonna finish off with the draft director.
You show me a legit quality
Ohio you got
QB
a point.
And I'll kiss a chicken.
Hey,
is that a gentleman's bet? Is that a gentleman's bet we saw?
Hey, from them. Ohio State does that a lot. I remember Maurice Claret was one of my favorite players. Yeah, anyways. Hey, draft director. 5 years from now, he'll be the
Shout
best
out to
QB
the draft
in this
director.
class, so I'm going to need this chicken kissing picture.
Call him out then, boys. Let's go. Gentleman's bet is on the board. We'll put it on the website. We got you.
That's not a gentleman's bet. Hey, they're kissing chickens.
That's a chicken bet. That's different. Yeah, that's not gentleman's. Yeah, I don't know what kind of bet that is. That's not a. That's an ungentleman's bet.
Moving on to the show. Hey, draft director. He sniped me.
I know.
He did what I didn't think was possible. When I'm looking at everything that's going, I mean, look at these running backs. We only had one other thing taken in the first round. Obviously, Tyreek, another Kansas City player. He took Kelsey. I was like, man, I'm going to snag him in the second, and Frank's going to hate me.
These guys are wild on the chat. Sorry, I'm not even listening to you right now. They're talking about kissing chickens.
Live chicken or frozen chicken? We're not allowed to talk. I just talked to legal. Hold on. Legal said we can't engage in this conversation, but we're definitely reading, guys. So do continue. We'll get to the bottom of this. We'll add you into our notes.
Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, I like what he did here. Again, I know they talk very high about ETN, and that's what I was talking about. But other than that, like, okay, another person, right? You already know Cooper's being slept on, getting drafted in the 4th round. Like, that's huge. Lamar, come on, former MVP. It's gonna be never mind. I'm still stuck on the chicken thing.
No, you keep doing the breakdown. Hey, I got the chat. Cook. I'm holding the chat down, man.
Hey, Brandon Cook, I'm gonna tell you guys this. He has had Brandon Cooks has 1,082 yards or more in his last 5 or 6 of the last seasons.
Who was that?
Did you catch that?
No, Brandon I wasn't. Cooks. I was looking at the chicken. Brandon Cooks. Get out of here with Brandon Cooks. I'm glad I didn't hear that.
Listen to this. Coming off.
You didn't have Tyrod Taylor thrown to him either.
1,150 yards.
With Deshaun Watson.
In the last 5 or 6 seasons. He's had 1,082 yards or more in the last 5 or 6 seasons.
And Breeze?
And we're talking about him at 7-12.
Brady and Breeze?
We're talking about him at 7-12.
All of which have played in a Super Bowl?
7-12, Anthony. Give me a receiver after him.
Care.
Who you said you like Mooney, you like Bateman. Hey, you even
I'll take the unknown. I'll take the lotto
like
pick.
Randall Moore. Come on.
Rondell.
Forget about
Rondell. No, it's because, man. Seriously.
Hey,
I mean, I have to see it. All correct.
I'm tossing you an A. And you got Michael Carter, you got Naheem Hines. Let's go. And you got some rookies. And then I'm just gonna assume that once you got to the T.Y. Hilton that you auto drafted.
Yeah, I was gonna say Andy has our signature T.Y. Hilton auto draft pick.
I don't think he did, man. The only auto drafter that we really had was it JPH for him?
I think everyone was there.
Jonathan Pham. We had one.
Well, again, I like the team.
I think it was
what happened here?
Yeah, Jonathan Pham. His first 2 picks, but I think he bounced back. See, Cooks is fantasy gold. Yes, we're rethinking them.
We're absolutely rethinking. We're going back to record. Yeah, we already stopped going live, actually. We've been recording. You guys are just on the 20-minute delay right now.
Hey, literally, you guys just make it fun. Because
this is
I would
awesome,
be on the
dude.
phone. Hey, I would be arguing with Anthony over the phone
absolutely.
about this kind of stuff if we weren't on live. So pretty
Yeah,
much, you
30
guys are
minutes
just
ago
added
we would have been
fuel.
done. Yeah.
You guys are like refereeing us because this guy says crazy stuff, but he gets real professional when we get on. Well, yes, without further ado, and you guys really help break it down. But as soon as this thing goes off, he's dropping f bombs. He's going crazy. Don't let this fool you guys.
My cool, calm, and collected. Yeah, no, it's gonna get heated as soon as we're done because I know he has some choice words to say about his team. So I know that conversation's gonna
Oh
definitely
yeah,
continue.
I get
But
cussed
yeah,
out as soon
so
as the show ends.
about this Cooks thing, I'll bring this comment up again here. I said, from Craig, I said, Cooks will still probably see all the targets. Who else do they have? Isaiah
Look at that.
Coulter, Nico Collins, Cobb. My whole over kissing a chicken. Got to
Give
bring
us Cobb
that
back.
up after. But seriously, my whole thing is, yeah, but it's Tyrod Taylor. It's a terrible line. Like Deshaun Watson was able to do that all that stuff because he was amazing. Like Tyrod Taylor got wrecked by a needle and a doctor in the back room. So like, I'm just saying,
Dirty.
dude.
Justin
Like
Herbert's
that
doctor.
organization is all over the place. I mean, again, there's still fantasy points that are going to be had. Garbage points are still points. And again, they could be the Cinderella story. They could all just rally around everyone thinking they're the worst and come out and, do things to people because they're not taking them seriously. They're taking it as a bye week. But, it's, this team has the makings of, that 0-16 Detroit team. I mean, it could honestly happen again. So, again, doesn't mean that there's not fantasy points to be had there, but I'd rather take my chances elsewhere in different offenses that have other potential. So again, once I see what's going on, maybe I'll throw something out there. But again, if I miss on Cooks, I'm not going to lose sleep about it because I didn't draft Cooks in the 12th round or whatever, 7th round. Like I'm not going to lose sleep over that. So, that's all right.
I was reading about this chicken, so I didn't catch your whole thing.
No, it's cool too.
I've been about Brandon.
That's why I've kind of been half in the chicken conversation. That's probably why my take was a little kind of chickeny there.
Put some respect on Tyrod. See, hey, Craig knows. These guys all know. Hey,
they know. They got your back, man.
Hey,
I like it.
That's one of the dirtiest things ever, dude. For the doctor to take. Hey, the doctor took you out, and then that's the whole reason we're talking about Herbert. Herbert looked like a little boy, and he's just out here just
everything happens for a reason. He didn't look like a boy until he shaved his head in like week 11 or whatever that was. He looked like some 16-year-old kid. We were from like GQ cover to like 16-year-old kid and like one haircut.
I'm putting notes. I need to watch his interviews because like him, Patrick Mahomes, like you hear their voices and stuff. Like I'm a little older than them, so like I'm not listening to you. Like I'll listen to you. Right, I'm a team player and stuff, but like you're not gonna like boss me around in the huddle.
Evan, it's not Tyrod Taylor, and it's Tyrod, right? It's not Tyrod, it's Tyrod. I think his mom corrected everybody in the media a couple years back.
He texted
like
that.
Him. Like I like Tyrod. I like him.
Nah,
I don't like the line. I don't like the Houston organization. I don't think there's anything there. Like again, it's more of that Josh Jacobs situation.
Organization.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just we'll see what's going on.
Josh Jacobs situation.
Let me see. Yeah, just like as far as not being behind a good line or anything like that, it's not the talent. Like give me him in a vacuum. I love his deep ball. He could throw one of the prettiest deep balls in the world. But does he have the line to get back to that 5-7 step drop and unload one of those? I don't think he is. He's gonna be running for his life, and again, he's not that young anymore. So we'll see.
All right, I'm gonna give a bold take, and I'm gonna say, draft director, your team in 2 years would win a championship.
There you go. If it was dynasty, maybe. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I have him at a B, dude. I mean, I'm not. I may say all that stuff, but I still think it's a pretty decent.
That's your lowest grade. That's your lowest.
No, I
grade
gave a C. I gave a C minus.
Shout him out. Who was it again?
Why are we shouting out bad grades? I don't like to do that. That's not good for. That's not good for following and subscribers.
Go ahead. We'll see if we lose a like. I'll track our likes right now. We'll find out.
Lights. All right, let me go back and find out who. Let me get my notepad, dim boys. Let me find my notepad here. Get back. I got
dim boys is gonna tell you.
Yeah, he will.
He's gonna tell you before before you get there.
I know. He's like, let me check my notepad. I'll tell you exactly who got that C. I think it was JPH for him.
I want
What
to
was his
leave
name?
on the back of
Man,
Cooks. See,
there it is.
some Cooks respect.
Right.
I'll have to say, hey, I slept on it, guys. Like I had to do
It's
research.
spelled
I'm trying to
Tyrod.
just pick my certain guys. Hey, that was the part that got me. Like he only spelled it, and you're like, it's Tyrod, right? And like, bro, he texted exactly how it's spelled.
Oh, that was awesome.
Hey,
I
Dim
love you
boys
guys,
got
man. This
lost on
is
the
awesome.
chicken comment.
I got lost in the chicken, so I forgot everything now. That's why you got to get
Dude,
that notepad, my guy. I'm telling you, the notepad comes in handy. So
hey,
see how I was able.
2026.
Oh, my
We will
my lowest
follow
grade
up
was
on the
actually
chicken.
F minus. If we want to talk about it, I think it was whoever
Oh, here we
drafted.
go.
I think it was
Here
whoever
we
drafted in
go.
that eighth spot. So anyway, all right, man. Well, we're definitely past an hour, man. I'm sure these guys are. We still got 4 viewers, so I guess we didn't put them all to sleep. Maybe they fell asleep and it's just still playing. So either way, we appreciate that.
So funny.
Oh
Hey.
man, this was a lot of fun, man.
The chat is what does it for me, honestly.
Absolutely, man. It's so fun with you guys in here, dude. This is so cool.
All right, boys. Hey, we appreciate you guys tuning
Thanks,
in. Anthony, we appreciate you for being here. Stay tuned, guys. We're gonna get to the bottom of this whole chicken debate. Extra
More to
crispy
come.
chicken.
Extra crispy.
Yeah. All right, boys.
That's too much, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Remember, Friday Night Mocks every Friday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Pacific. If you want to get in, make sure you're part of the Sleeper channel, the Get Right Sleeper channel. If you need an invite, DM me. We'll get you in there. You can stay up to date with our listener league and all that good stuff. So definitely selling out now, but we got to get all those plugs in. We appreciate the support, guys.
We got another viewer.
There it is. We appreciate it,
right
man.
on, guys.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, we're out. We appreciate it, man. You guys take care.